Hi, this is Anthony with Revzilla TV, and welcome to our Gerbings Heated Glove Buying Guide. What you see in front of me are the four main Gerbings gloves. We start at a liner, we work all the way up to a beefy adventure touring style glove. Basically in this video, I'm going to break down why you would need a heated glove, what the differences between these gloves are, and then really how you're going to connect them to your bike. So starting off, let's talk a little bit about Gerbings, let's talk a little bit about heated gear. A lot of people ask us, why would I need heated gear? Well, everybody's temperature tolerances are a little different, so you really can't go by how cold it is outside. What you really have to go by is what your tolerance is to cold weather. So as you go down, as temperatures drop, think of if you're at speed on a bike, we typically say, subtract 20 degrees from the ambient outside air temp, and that's what it's going to feel like on a bike. So as you go down into that 50 degrees outside, 40 degrees, if you want to get down closer to 30, you really have to think about what that's going to be like when you're getting hit with full wind on a bike. You can really extend your riding season by using heated gear. Even some of the top-end thermofills that we use in some of our jackets or gloves only will take you so far as you're getting hit with extreme cold weather. So if you use a heated liner or a heated glove, it's going to allow you to extend that riding season. What we like to always say, and Gerbing says it all the time, is as long as you have traction and you have heated gear, there's a ride waiting for you somewhere. So basically the other thing you need to know about Gerbings is they've been making heated gear for about 35 years. It's all they do, and a big piece that drives their technology is Department of Defense contracts. So while they make motorcycle gear, they make adventuring gear, outside of the motorcycle realm, they also make military grade stuff. And that military grade technology then gets transferred over into the consumer product, and what ends up happening is you have a really, really high-end piece of equipment that wasn't necessarily developed specifically just for the average motorcycle rider. The big claim to fame is you see a lot of other competitors out there that make heated gear. They use copper wire. Gerbings has, in 2009, transferred to their newest standard they call microwire, which is stainless steel filaments that are very small and very thin. I want you to come in here tight and look. This is actually one of the heated elements. You see each one of these white threads has tiny, tiny stainless steel filaments that are not copper, that are smaller than a human hair, that carries heat. It's very flexible, it's very durable, and the big piece is it goes from 0 to heated in 4 seconds. That was actually one of the advancements through the military side of things that really drove it. How quickly can it heat up? How quickly can you adjust it and turn it off? So you have this microwire, and that goes into each glove. Each glove is going to have heating in the tip, all the way to the tips of each finger. It's all the way also going to go down the thumb and going to be back of the hand. On the inside of the fingers, inside of the hands, especially in the palm, you're not going to have that heated element because typically you're not having direct wind against it, and then a lot of times that would, it could be double dipping if you're on a GS or you're on a bike that has heated grips. You're going to want to have some type of, light padding on the palm here. You're not going to want that heat there. So basically, let's jump into these gloves right here. First, we have the glove liner. It's just a basic construction. It has the microwire throughout. You're going to wear this guy if you have a pair of gloves that you like, that are built, that are waterproof, breathable, that are rugged. This one's actually about a size too small for me. But basically what you're going to have is this very thin, very snug liner that's going to go into your other glove, and it's going to connect through the connector here. $79 on the glove liner. Moving up from there, you have the Nubuck glove. Now this glove is less beefy. This isn't really an everyday riding glove. I like to think of this as a casual glove or a passenger glove, because if you notice on the palm, it's just Nubuck throughout. It doesn't really have any tactile areas. It's going to wear and tear from using controls on your bike. It may or may not hold up really well over time. So it depends on how aggressive of a rider you are. I would say that this is kind of your first step into heated gloves that's going to be a full gauntlet. This guy's going to be $119. Notice a single cuff closure on the back. It's wired up. It has Thinsulate lining in it. Basically, I would say that this is a great passenger glove. So I get my hand in here. Sizing on these guys is going to run pretty standard with most American gloves. I'm a large in First Gear, I'm a large in Nikon, I'm a large in Alpine Stars, I'm also a large in Gerbing. When you're measuring, using the size charts to compare, you're going to measure around the circumference of your hand across the back of the knuckle. That's how you're going to take your size. There's a great size chart for this stuff as well. Moving up, so you have the Nubuck glove at $119. Now you go into the G3 glove, which is what I would consider your first step at $139 into a full-scale, all-season riding glove. Thinsulate liner, it's going to be cowhide construction, reinforcement on the palm, you have gel pad inserts, you're going to have the microwire, as with all of these gloves, throughout the back of the hands, as I mentioned, to the tips of the fingers, down the thumb, back of the hand, not so much on the inside here. But what you're also going to have is an Aquatex liner, waterproof, breathable. So this is really a 4-season, all precipitation level glove. Now what you're going to have to think about is you're going to want to Nikwax these. Any of these gloves, to contribute to the DWR, which is a durable water repellency layer, use a Nikwax, use something to help water bead and roll off on the outside. Now that being said, the outer shell of this could take on some water, but there's that waterproof breathable Aquatex liner, which is actually sandwiched it's free floating within the glove, that's going to make sure that your hand stays breathable, as well as no water will ever make it into your hand. Single cuff closure on the back of the hand here. Notice your connection. It's a full gauntlet style. It's meant to be worn on the outside. There's a neoprene cuff here with a cinch, so you can tighten it down over your jacket and get the best potential for wind blocking. This is going to be the G3, $139 or $139. Now you get to the granddaddy of all of them. This is the most beefed up glove that Gerbing sells. This is called the T5. The T5 is new in the last couple years. All microwire and all these gloves, as I said before, the T5 is the beefiest adventure touring style glove. So basically what you're going to notice, I'm going to throw it on my right hand here. It's got an even bigger gauntlet meant to go outside. I'm wearing a large. It's a mixture of cowhide with textile for durability. You're going to notice that we have padding now and articulation on the back of the hand, so built for much more active riding situations. So just durable, more protected on the back of the hand. You have that great articulation. These guys are pre-curved, so they're very comfortable when you're in a natural hand position. They're not meant to be worn, you know, in a very unnatural position like that. You see gloves that are just cut flat. They're not the most ergonomic things. These have a slight pre-curve to them. Single cuff closure across the back. I'm going to pull it off here and turn it over. You have additional palm gel inserts here for vibration dampening and protection, and you also have this great grip patch, which is also going to aid in the durability in the areas that are high stress, high use, you know, that you're going to be touching your controls with. Again, microwire throughout. This guy's going to be $169. It's just a very well done, well put together glove that's going to take you down in the extreme riding conditions in extreme temperatures. Also, we'll note, just like with the G3, the T5 has the Aquatex waterproof breathable liner, so it's fully precipitation proof. It'll allow your hand to breathe, allow you to sweat, it'll evaporate out, create that great microclimate within the glove, especially being heated. Stay cool, stay comfortable, not clammy. That's the Aquatex in here. It's basically Gerbing's version of Gore-Tex. Now let's talk a little bit about protection. Or not protection, connection rather. So basically, if you pan out a little bit, you're going to see I have a battery here. This is the basic Gerbing setup. Every pair of gloves is going to come with the battery connection, the basic battery connector, which you're going to go, you know, you can wire right to your bike. So you don't need any jacket, you don't need a pair of pants. This will all daisy chain with any other Gerbings that you have in your lineup. But basically, if you just buy this glove, you're going to get a glove, you're going to get a connector like this, it connects to your battery, and what you're going to need to get from there is a controller. So this is a single controller. I have a dual controller. You don't need a dual controller unless you have another Gerbings piece that you want to connect to. But if I have my single controller, basically how this is going to work is I'm going to connect my power for the single controller, and now I have my white, which is going to be my power to the gloves. And if you don't have a jacket, if you don't have a pair of pants, what this is also going to come with is a very long Y cable. And you'll notice on this Y cable that this will connect to both gloves. You'll snag it inside your jacket, down your sleeves, you know, conceal the wires, and then this Y connector, there's your power. So there's your split. So you mount this either on your bike, on your person. It comes with, you can buy a accessory belt pack. It's going to go on the outside. You can stick it in the pocket. Now here's your control for heat on your gloves from 0 to 135 degrees, and then the power is transferred for these guys straight down your arms into the gloves. Now really what most people do, gloves are very popular from Gerbings, but also jacket liners are going to be the most popular. So people say, well, I have a jacket liner, I'm going to have a dual zone controller here. How do I connect my gloves to my jacket? Is there an easier way? Patrick, step in here for a second. And what I'm going to show is I want you to take the T5 and throw it on here. And what you're going to notice, Patrick's wearing Gerbing's standard microwire jacket liner. And you'll notice on the end of each sleeve he has a zipper pocket. Inside this zipper pocket, there it is going to be a connector. And basically that connector streamlines the whole process. So all of their liners are pre-wired to connect right to your glove. You can store the excess in there, zipper this guy down, and there you go. So now you've avoided having to use that long Y cable, and what you do is with the jacket, I'm going to disconnect this guy, I'm going to put the single controller over here. Most people that buy Gerbings for an extra $10 go with the dual controller. It just makes sense. Even if you're buying just gloves, chances are you're going to fall in love with heated gear and you're going to want to upgrade. So what we always recommend is the difference is $69 to $79, and if you buy one of these and buy another piece, you're going to have to buy a splitter anyway for $10. So what we say is just invest in the dual controller right out of the gates. So watch. So what I'm going to basically do is go power to power. It's the red wire. And then what I'm also going to do now is I'm going to power the jacket. So go ahead and open that guy up, Patrick. You notice here's your control unit on the inside. I'm going to tilt it forward, come in tight here. See, white goes to white, so there's my main power. And then what I'm gonna do is here's my ancillary power. So this second zone then would slide in like that, and now I have my main control for the jacket, and I have my second zone, which is gloves only. It'd actually be gloves, pants, and soles are on the second circuit. So basically, if I have that dual zone controller, now I plugged in, I have one control unit that powers everything, coming right from my battery or 12-volt connector on the bike. Power runs in, and now I can control my gloves, pants, and boots separately, and the jacket separately with the dual zone. But it's really that simple. It eliminates wires that are hanging. The pants are pre-wired for the soles. Everything works together really well. So in this video, I've given you a connection breakdown. I've talked about gloves, talked about the line of why you choose one glove over another. We do have a full fitment video featuring all of Gerbings. We also have an overview video, and then we have a connection to the bike video, which is really going to talk through how do you connect to your battery, what are your options from either a ancillary adapter, powerlet side of things. How do you connect if you say you're on a Goldwing and you have a cigarette lighter adapter, 12 volt already? What are my options there? Be sure to check out those other videos to kind of fill in the blanks, but really in this video we wanted to home in on gloves and how they fit into the Gerbings lineup. Thanks for watching Revzilla TV today. You can find all of the Gerbings heated gear at revzilla.com/Gerbings. And remember, if you have any questions about this very technical product, give us a shout via phone at 877-792-9455 or cs@revzilla.com. And as always, any of this gear is over 39 bucks. It ships for free. If you buy the wrong size the first time around, you want to exchange it, we'll do a first free size exchange. We'll ship you the second item or the exchange for free as well. And remember, anything over 100 bucks, we'll give you up to 5% back in Team Zilla cash automatically applied to your next order. That's our loyalty program. If you have any questions, shoot us a line. I'm Anthony. Thanks, Patrick, for being a good sport today. We'll see you next time on Revzilla TV.